The whole thing is mysterious and itchy and has cemented Roanoke as a town shrouded in paranormal mystique. So, of course, there are tons of ghost stories in the area. Happy Wednesday.
Nope.
Happy Wednesday.
Why did you do that?
Happy Wednesday.
We just
I was
lost
trying to mix it up.
10% of our listeners.
No,
Immediately.
Ted.
I'm kidding.
Happy Wednesday. Hi. Cut that. Cut it all. Let's start over. 3, 2, 1. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday,
All of this is
everybody.
We have to keep all
not
of it.
me.
I've noticed something new. There's a new plant among us. Lindsay has a new plant in her frame. What's this one?
She does.
Wow,
It's beautiful.
You are so observant, miss. Yes, I do. It's not really a plant. It's leaves in a vase.
Oh.
I was in the park today, actually, and I'll paint you a picture. I'm sitting on a bench. I'm feeling very mindful. I just gone to yoga. I'm like not listening to anything. I'm just sitting there. All of a sudden, these leaves like fall on my head. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, cool, leaves, whatever. It's nice. The tree's dropping leaves. Leaves fall on me again. I look around and I'm like, oh, there are leaves near me. Like, what is going on? So I look up. There's a squirrel right above me, just snipping away at the leaves. And I really think he was trying to hit me because, and I know it's a he. No, I'm just kidding. My family had a squirrel growing up, still does. Many of the squirrels teach their young to do this in my neighborhood. A walnut tree where they would throw walnuts at us when we're sitting on our patio. So I was like, oh, I'm back
Just to
home.
be dicks?
I don't know what it's for. I think
There might
it's how
be a
they
reason.
enjoy themselves.
Get our attention.
I love it.
So the squirrel dropped a bunch of like really nice stems of this elm tree on me, and I looked it up and I was
very
like, can
pretty.
you like reroot an elm tree? And the answer is maybe. So I thought, why not?
So check in a year or so.
There's a full tree inside Lindsay's apartment.
Her face is covered by bark and she's like, so my tree.
She buys a separate plane ticket for her tree.
Oh, I'd love
it.
to do that. Thanks, squirrel, wherever you are.
Yeah. Aw.
It's very cute.
He just wanted you to take home a little bit of the park because you were being so mindful.
Yeah, he was like, oh, she seems at peace. Let me drop something on her head.
Yeah.
Classic man.
That's honestly...
She seems at peace.
No.
Let me disturb her.
I think that's classic.
Just kidding. Love
It's
you
classic
guys.
squirrel. I really think squirrels, I love them.
Classic squirrel.
Have you guys heard, sorry to keep going on about squirrels. Do you know my squirrel theory?
love
I
them.
think they're insanely intelligent, actually. I think we
think
all
they are.
underestimate them and we're like, it's a squirrel. And I'm like, no, squirrels know exactly what humans are doing at all times.
Yeah.
Because they've evolved alongside of us as well. The ones in Santa Monica, if you look at your phone while you're having a picnic, they will walk towards you so that they can get closer to stealing your food. And as soon as you look up
Genius.
from your phone,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I was just checking the nuts over here. It's crazy.
They whip out a newspaper. They're like, oh, what's in the news today?
Squirrels are crazy.
Little fake mustaches.
Yeah, I mean, there's that Rick and Morty episode where
Yeah.
it's like, don't fuck with squirrels. And the squirrels are like talking about the wars that are happening. And they're like, well, if we deploy these people to this thing. And then they're like, wait, can he hear us?
I believe it.
I have a very specific memory of when I was younger. I would play golf at Van Nuys golf course. I don't know.
Sure.
And on that course, there's a hole that always had squirrels on it at all times.
A colony of squirrels.
A colony of squirrels. And like you would only see like one or two at first. I mean, the whole course had squirrels, but this area specifically, always, every time I went there, had squirrels. And when I was younger, I would go like, and they would start following me for like 3 to 4 holes all the time. And people would be like, why are they following you?
Squirrel queen.
And I was like, they just,
Squirrel girl.
I don't know.
Squirrel girl.
I don't know. But I loved them. And then I
You're
would
like,
go back.
I have
and
no
then
idea why.
Yeah. To be fair, I would only do that and then I would just walk away. Then they were following me for multiple years. But then I would go back and I would see the squirrels and they would immediately run up to me. And then I stopped going there.
Did you ever
but-
feed them or just...
No.
They
I
just
would
liked you?
just like the 1 or 2 times that I like originally went and then like that was it. And then they just followed me.
What if you're saying something like awesome in their language?
That would be awesome.
You're like, hi friends, come follow me. And they're like, okay.
I have secrets for you.
Yeah.
You guys know I had a
Yeah,
squirrel
maybe.
who loves Noah Khan, right? In Santa Monica.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh my god, speaking of Noah Khan,
Yeah.
his new album is fucking banging.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him.
Oh,
Do you
that'll
have
be
tickets?
Yeah.
I want to die.
No, just get tickets.
I'll get tickets. It's fine. Yeah,
Just get, I mean, we're like nosebleed.
Yeah,
'cause,
but fun.
it's worth it.
But I went to his concert last year at the Hollywood Bowl, and it was truly
Yeah.
just transformative. Oh, I love that man.
I love that man.
Well, I do think this might be more of a long episode, so I think we should get into the wine.
Goodness me.
Not to disrupt Squirrel Hour, but
Squirrel hour could go forever.
it could.
It could.
Call me nuts, but let's get into the wine.
That was a good one.
Wow. Are you
That was a
doing
good
another
one.
big hitter like Sammy did vampires last week?
I don't think
she's
it's a big
doing
hitter,
Versailles.
but I do think that like there's a lot to cover.
Okay,
Time
sick.
You know what I mean?
Want to explain the wine?
Okay, sick. Of course I do. So hi, if you're just joining us, hi, welcome, we love you. And if you've been here the whole time, we frickin' love you.
Frickin'.
We don't curse
frickin'
here.
love
No cursing this episode.
No, we've never cursed. Actually, we should do that again. Remember the time we put a swear counter?
The curse counter
my
for our
God.
curses episode. That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
it was pretty
Yeah, not this episode. Or, I don't know. Okay, anyway. So, we play a game here. It's called Guess the Lore from the Pour. And I have brought a wine bottle in today and a lore that Sammy and Lindsay know nothing. Well, not you know nothing about, but you don't know what I'm doing.
We might know nothing
might
about
know
it.
That's
nothing
true,
about
but I don't know your... God, this is horrible. Anyway, you can pause the episode right now, go to our Instagram and see the wine bottle, make a guess for yourself, and then come back and here we are with the wine. I don't know if I explained that.
You did.
Ladies, here's my wine. It's for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
I know this is Croatian, actually. One of my best friends is Croatian. And I know Hrvatska is Croatia, and now I see it's also at the bottom, so it doesn't matter. I thought that was cool.
But that's cool.
Okay, this is a very cool orange wine label with writing on it, kind of fun cartoonish writing that says, I think, a lot of Croatian stuff. Bielo vino, I'm going to go with white wine from Slavonia, Hrvatska, Grasovina, dry white wine, Ferijanci, Croatia. And
Yeah.
there's a Sohu thing at the top, just words that say Sohu, I think. That's all I got, though. The orange and
It's a
Croatia
2024. No.
must
if
be
we
a
said,
clue.
But there's not really anything on the back. I think it has to be either orange or... I think it's Croatia. Right?
I'm not
Or
sure
Sohu,
about
but-
Croatian lore,
I don't
but
either.
it'd be pretty cool if it was orange lore. Yeah, I feel like it's probably a Croatian lore.
I think it has to be a Croatian lore.
It does look kind of Dr. Seussian. Would you be doing the lore axe?
You got me.
You speak for the trees.
I certainly do. I speak to the
Sammy speaks for the squirrels. And you speak for the trees.
I love it.
I don't know Croatian lore, but I think it's some Croatian lore.
What if I told you it's not?
Then it's orange lore. Orange.
Croatia is the hint,
Oh.
but it's not a Croatian lore.
Oh.
So maybe the word Croatia, like you're crocheting something, or
I said croak.
Oh my God! Roanoke! It's Roanoke!
Shall we pour some lore and find out?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
May I have your glass?
Please.
Wow!
Yeah.
What a good clue, Jessie.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
I knew you could get it if I gave you some.
Yeah. If we got out of Croatian
Yeah.
lore.
Oh man!
Shall we cheers, ladies?
We shall.
Well, this is a really lovely, like, champagne-y color.
It is.
I'm drinking sleepy time tea. Don't mind me.
Do you want to get the notes?
Ooh.
It's like a little citrusy. Like it's got citrus in there.
So it is orange.
Yeah.
Kind of tastes tangerine-y.
It does taste tangerine. That's
With like
tangerine
a
for
little bit of
sure.
lemon in there.
Yeah.
It's light. It opens up.
It's earthy.
It's earthy, but I don't
But
think
not
it's oaky.
No. But
No.
earthy. Like soil.
Definitely soil. It's like a little minerally.
Yeah.
It tastes like I am taking a dip in like a crisp blue ocean.
I was going to say lake.
Oh, this is giving ocean to me, not lake.
It's giving, I know this is weird, salmon.
Totally, like I would totally eat this with salmon.
with salmon,
for sure.
yeah.
Or drink this with salmon.
Yep. I would eat this with salmon for sure.
Are the notes salmon, Lindsay?
The notes are not salmon. Bummer. But you did get some other ones.
Apricot.
So it's a green and flinty wine. Interesting. The aromas are pure, clean, and poignant, but with plenty of sunshine and minerality. Apples and lemons.
It's
Lemons.
apple.
That's it.
I love it. Good stuff.
Pairs well with goat's cheese and feta.
And salmon.
And salmon.
And salmon.
What do you rate the wine?
Do we know what kind of wine it is? A white wine. Just a white wine.
It's a
Dry white wine.
A Grosvina.
A Grosvina.
A dry white.
I think
From Slovenia
6.5.
Ooh, okay.
7, maybe.
I think I'm going 7.5. I
Yeah.
really like it.
It's very, very good.
It's very good. I think it's a good like summer wine. Like summer wine with
I'll go to
seafood
7.
on the patio.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's great.
You're really doubling down on the salmon.
It tastes
giving
like salmon. I mean, it doesn't taste like salmon, but yeah.
it evokes salmon.
Vibes of salmon. And I don't like fish.
Yeah.
But this is good.
Are we ready to get into it, ladies?
I've never been more excited.
Born, ready, can't wait. Big fan.
Alrighty. So, it's everyone's favorite date. August 19th, 1590.
It is the top of my favorite date of mine.
I know. I was going to ask, like, what's your favorite date? And then I decided
You didn't have
not
to ask.
That's cute.
Okay. So it's August 19th, 1590, and John White and his crew have landed ashore after months of being away, eager to reunite with their families. They anchor the boat and journey inland to where their community is, a small town erected only a couple of years earlier in 1587. When John and his men approached the village, it was eerily quiet. The usual sounds of people milling about, children playing, and men hard at work were replaced with the stillness of the trees, the slight chirp of birds and bugs in the grass, and only the brief sounds of leaves rustling in the wind. When they walked through the walls that surrounded the town, they were shocked to find a ghost town. What once were 2-story thatched roof cottages were now husks of buildings. The small boats and cannons that should have been there were gone. Chests full of maps and books that were formerly buried were now unearthed, destroyed by weather, but worst of all, the 115 people who occupied the town had inexplicably vanished. And as White walked around trying to make sense of it all, he stumbled upon a tree with a single word carved into it, a word that perhaps provided a clue to where his people went, a word that cemented the town of Roanoke in American folklore forever, Croatoan.
I'm emotional. I'm
Are you going Guardians of the Galaxy on us?
excited.
Is that Guardians of the Galaxy?
Doesn't
gave the vibe of
Guardians of
Guardians.
the Galaxy also start with like, intro and then all of a sudden
Oh, I've never seen the movie. I have no idea.
It's like
Wait,
80s
what?
music.
I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Last week
That's
you
why.
hadn't seen Vampire Diaries. This week you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just
As one of my close
wondering-
personal friends, I'm offended you don't know that I haven't seen most things.
I feel like you
that is-
had. This is changing everything
haven't.
about
No.
how I think of it.
I'm just a poser.
Still not Titanic?
No, I've seen Titanic.
Okay.
It
I
took me
haven't
a while
seen
to get there,
Titanic.
but I've seen it.
The Notebook?
That actually surprises me.
That shocks me.
I have not seen The Notebook.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. You and Tyler should watch The
Ladies.
Notebook together. He hasn't
You haven't
seen
seen
it either.
Titanic.
Ladies.
Anyway, back to history.
You know what I have
Today-
seen? The Lost Colony of Roanoke, the play that they put on in Roanoke. Anyway,
Shut
continue on.
up.
I'll tell you that later.
That's so cool. Yeah, please do. Did we all notice how I said colony of squirrels earlier? Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, bringing back the clues.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so today we are going over America's oldest unsolved mystery, the lost colony of Roanoke. And there's tons to cover, so let's strap in for this doozy of a lore.
I'm so excited.
And
wait.
I'm gonna provide an outline of the things that I'm gonna talk about because, like Sammy said last week, there was just like so much.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna first walk us through the history of why they settled there, and then we'll go into some theories, and then we'll end with ghost stories.
Love.
Ooh.
So it's funny looking at the events of what led them to be in Roanoke because it sort of felt like the whole thing was cursed to begin with. Like, maybe they should have thrown in the towel from the very beginning. Well, so let's get into history gossip, shall we?
Love.
We remember the 1580s well, right?
Yes.
We're vampires, remember? From last week.
We were there.
We've turned. Huzzah! So Queen Elizabeth I ruled over Protestant England, and she was beefing hard with Spain. And in order to fuck with Spanish dominance, she decided to establish colonies in the New World, aka the Americas. And she wanted to do this for two reasons. One, a colony could act as a buffer against Spanish control of North and South American coasts. And two, a colony would be an easy way to allow English ships to camp out and attack Spanish ships along the coast, stealing their treasure and interfering with trade routes.
Fun.
Yay! History!
Woo.
So some people hated this plan. Some people liked it. But the guy who pitched the whole thing and who was the main champion of it all was Sir Walter Raleigh. At first, the Queen hated the idea, and she was like, the Spanish will hate us, and they will really retaliate hard for that. But Sir Raleigh, so convincing, finally convinced her. He was granted a charter to the Americas under the condition that his colony be established within 7 years, and that he himself remained in England with the Queen, because they were besties. She was like, I cannot let you go for 7 years. So, by 1584, Raleigh sent a recon team to scope out potential settlement spots. It was a team of 7 ships and 600 men. They found a potential spot to be a lovely home, a small landmass in the Outer Banks known as Roanoke Island. Mm-hmm. And here's where things get dicey from straight up the beginning. So, the fleet encountered an insane storm in the Atlantic, which damaged their ships, destroyed another one, and forced them to make a pit stop in Puerto Rico to make repairs. And in Puerto Rico, 2 prominent members of the expedition started fighting about how the stop cost them valuable time that they would need for the colonists to prepare for winter. They eventually got back on track, but when they started approaching Roanoke, one of the largest ships, called the Tiger, was too big to enter the space surrounding the island, so it forced the ship to anchor in a more vulnerable position in the open sea. And the ship then was almost immediately destroyed.
Sure.
And most of the food supplies that were supposed to go to the colonists were destroyed. There were some good things, though. No, you don't take that as a sign?
Some positives.
Should we continue forward if we're the colonists? Yes?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
let's
can't
do
go
it.
back.
Yeah.
You can't go back at this point.
We have no other option.
Well, but the Queen. So some good things did happen. They met with the Algonquin leader, Granjanimio, I think. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Of the Roanoke tribe. Granjanimio knew that the English would be powerful allies. And so he welcomed the new settlers with open arms and traded valuables with them. So they were able to get a little bit of food. Huge. About 100 men stayed on the island, while the rest left to scope out different locations to settle. The colonists tried to work with the land, but eventually realized they needed to rely heavily on the Algonquin tribes, which made Ralph Lane, the leader of the expedition, super paranoid. And this led him to grow into some sort of tyrant. Oof. He kept his men under strict rules, and he even created a jail to punish people. And due to his paranoia, the once peaceful relationship between the tribe and the colonists devolved into a violent power struggle.
Sorry.
Yeah.
100 men at this point.
Stayed at Roanoke while the others
Yeah,
went
yeah.
to scope out other
And
locations.
Lane, you said was his
Ralph
name?
Lane is
He stayed with the 100 men?
correct.
Great.
Yeah. He was like the leader of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
expedition.
Want to make sure he was with them, not the other guys.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
So the colonists grew greedy with the food the Algonquins were sharing. And even more so, the Algonquins started being exposed to English diseases, which fueled the fire that the Algonquins believed the English were, quote, godlike creatures intent on harm, end quote. So their chief Wingina, fuck, I should have looked this up. Their chief decided that the English needed to be removed. He created a plan to cut off their food supply, but Ralph Lane, leader of the expedition, discovered his plan and killed the chief, forever altering the dynamics between the two groups.
Whoa.
Tough.
Really tough.
Let's just talk.
No, literally, like, let's just talk. Why do we have to be, like, such assholes?
Shouldn't be that hard.
It's whatever. Oh, no, am I hiving again?
Yep.
Oh,
No.
Whatever. I know it won't kill me.
Which is huge.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah.
It's just
Anyway.
the sulfites, probably.
Yeah, probably it's probably a higher content. Anyway, so
It's giving real.
It's giving real, and let's discuss allergies.
Yeah.
So, to make matters worse, anything else on that, ladies?
No,
Just
it's
if you have an
funny
allergy
because you
and
said
you
let's
wanna
discuss
it
allergies
right
and
into
then
ladieswholurepod@gmail.com. We answer everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Allergists, please. Oh, you want us to answer allergy concerns?
No, not with medical advice. if
We
you know
are
what I
not
mean.
medical
You're correct.
professionals.
You're right. You're so
I
right,
was
you're so
just
right.
saying,
My bad.
we'd say hi. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
It's been a shellfish journey for me.
And I was saying it was funny that you were like, let's discuss allergies, and then went back to the story.
You don't know what I'm going to say next.
So true.
The Europeans were allergic to kindness.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So true. So true. No, you're not wrong.
Sorry.
So to make matters worse, another violent storm disrupted plans
Great.
to find a different location to settle. So Ralph Lane was super fucking angry and decided to abandon Roanoke and return to England with his men. And you'd think that was the end of it, right? Wrong. It was kind of a botched recon mission, and even Sir Raleigh was like, I don't know if we should continue doing this. But ultimately, they decided to send 118 civilians to America, led by John White. So they were... Both of you are like incredulous.
It's more just like the idea of being like, I'm gonna kill your chief,
Totally.
and then bye.
Yeah, like, oops, actually this didn't work out for us.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's where I was stuck, you know?
I'm sure
Yeah,
it felt
colonization's
very,
pretty horrible.
very
Yeah.
existential at the time, you know? What I want to know is, when does the pretty lady who wore the pretty cape in the play, The Lost Colony of Roanoke, come onto the scene? And is that Sir Walter Raleigh's wife, or is this John, whatever his name's wife? I think her name is Sarah. No?
Don't know. I have
Maybe
a
they
different
added her
lady that
for
I'm going to
dramatic
talk about.
effect.
She has a cape. She does now.
She does not. I'll rewrite that.
Don't worry, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
She
So
made
the
an impression on me.
I wish I had a Sarah for you. I really do.
Doesn't matter.
So the civilians were initially only supposed to stop in Roanoke on their way to Chesapeake Bay, but the captain of the boat refused to take them further north, saying that summer was rapidly ending and he needed to get back to England. Anthropologist Lee Miller thinks that the colonists were deliberately left on Roanoke by Secretary of State to the Queen, Sir Francis Walsingham. Miller theorizes that Sir Walsingham hoped the colonists wouldn't survive the trip, and thus his enemy, Sir Walter Raleigh, would lose favor with the Queen. Miller goes on to theorize that the colonists unwittingly walked into a violent power struggle. Cursed. So, here we are. They're stranded on Roanoke Island in July of 1587. Despite the intention of the first mission to prep the land for civilians, the previous expedition left them nothing of note. In fact, there was literally nothing there except for a sun-bleached skeleton. Maybe an eerie premonition of what was to come.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Sorry.
Oh no.
As the new colonists got to work building their settlement, issues with the Algonquin tribe started right away, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were totally
Naturally.
fucked over by the previous people. But the one joy to come from the long, long journey was that the first English child of the New World was born, Virginia Dare.
Yeah, her
And with her
mom.
birth-
What's her mom's name?
Eleanor.
Eleanor. She's the pretty lady.
She had a cape.
She. Oh, that is in my notes. Yes. Her name's not Sarah, though.
Okay, it was she was pretty, and I remember Virginia Dare. Okay, continue.
There is no historical evidence saying that she's pretty. I just want to put that out there.
She was
There
pretty
is
in the
Lindsay-
show.
Lindsay's
I
mom.
don't know who played her, but
She
if
was
you know,
stunning.
she was so pretty, and I was like, just let the women run the colony. She seems really smart too.
Oh,
Yeah.
so true. So true.
And that was
well,
little Lindsay.
she birthed a child. Her name was Virginia Dare.
Love.
And with her birth came a renewed sense of possibility that perhaps they really could make a home on their new land. But with the near constant threat of Algonquin attacks, the lack of reliable food, and the rapidly approaching winter months, John White decided to go back to England, promising to bring back more people and more supplies. But before he left, they did a little strategy sesh.
Love.
The group would split up. One would stay on Roanoke, and the other would head inland to find a better place to settle. It was agreed that should everyone leave, they would carve their destination into a nearby tree.
Oh,
Now we're back to where we left off. White
Whoa.
has come back from England. He's just read the tree. He found another tree with just CRO carved into it. There are no signs of struggle, so he and his men sailed to Croatoan, a nearby island, thinking that this is where his people went. But, it's not that easy. It's America's oldest unsolved mystery, for goodness sake.
Oh my God.
A storm.
Of course.
Forced. There's so many goddamn storms.
I know,
Is
so
it really
many
that stormy in
storms.
North Carolina?
yeah.
South
there are
North
Carolina.
There
But-
are that many storms?
Well, in the summer, yeah, like almost every afternoon. Not every afternoon, but a lot of afternoons. You get an afternoon
Well,
storm.
shit.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
Like,
Okay, I take
it's
it back.
Florida has the similar thing where it's just so hot
Yeah.
and humid. You know.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So a storm forces him to go back to England for some reason.
Okay, he just wanted to go.
He was like, I could sail north, or I could go home. I don't know.
Fine.
I think I'm gonna go home.
Listen, I get
I was
it.
literally
I get,
about to say he's a cat
imagine you show up, no one's there, and you're like,
I guess.
They don't know that I came here yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I have more time.
They don't know anything. Yeah, so hilariously, he goes back to England and he never learns what happened to the lost colony of Roanoke. And perhaps a really sad twist of fate is that John White disappears from history books completely. And people think that he moved to Ireland. Oh no, Lindsay, you have too many mysteries to
I
solve.
mean, this was a really good one. What do you mean he's never mentioned in history? I guess I understand.
Well, because I
why.
think he didn't do anything significant after this.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
if he
To, like-
retired because he saw too much?
Maybe.
What if that's what happened? What if he got
That
there,
looks
freaked out, and then was like, I'm going to live and
Yeah,
retire in
never
Ireland,
mind.
and that's all I can do.
And I love that for him.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like this theory. Let's keep going with it.
Thank
Let me
you.
give you more
Thanks.
information.
I want to retire in Ireland.
Yeah, no, exactly. So people think he moved to Ireland and maybe died in 1606, only 1 year before England's first successful colony was established in Jamestown, Virginia. Huh.
And can we talk about how Jamestown was barely successful? Like, by the hair
Yeah,
of
I
their
mean-
chinny chin did they survive? My goodness.
So fucking true.
They
Yeah.
should have sent people
Yeah.
with more plant knowledge. It's crazy.
Look.
Well,
Whatever.
it's like,
okay, sorry.
maybe we don't. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Can of
Never
worms,
mind.
can of worms.
Can of worms. Can of worms.
Yeah.
So. What happened to the people of Roanoke? Let's get into the theories, shall we?
Yay.
There are a lot. Do you guys have any initial guesses, by the way?
Yes.
Go for it.
Cursed.
They tried to move inland. The colony failed. They couldn't survive. And the local Algonquin tribe took them in.
Okay.
Cursed.
You just think they were cursed and vanished?
Cursed.
I love it. Okay, great.
Disappeared, cursed.
Well, that's the first one. No, I'm just kidding.
Disappeared, cursed.
Cursed.
Next.
Okay, so some theories. Let's say they went to Croatoan Island.
Sure.
Which is now called Hatteras Island, but I'm going to refer to it as Croatoan because that's where we're at. So Croatoan is also the name of the people who inhabit the island. So over the years, people have found English artifacts on Croatoan Island, but never human remains, graves, buildings, villages, or anything to suggest that a colony was set up. Some people theorize that the English items found on the island are simply due to trade between the colonists and the Croatoans. Additionally, the Croatoans were pretty wary of the English altogether and probably would not have wanted to share their island's very limited resources with 117 settlers.
Fair.
So maybe not that. Some people think the Croatoan carved in the tree was to signal to White that they were attacked by the tribe. That would explain the unfinished CRO. But no human remains were found at the site. No indication of ambush. Right? He came across the settlement and didn't find anything weird except for the fact that it wasn't really there.
They were like about to say Croatia. You're like, wait, how do I spell it again?
They're like,
leave it, we gotta die.
Yeah, little did they know a Croatian ship actually came to the Americas and they were like, we're not staying here, we're going back. And they were like, oh, please, take us with you.
That's funny. A theory not known by scholars.
That's right. I'm
no
the
one
scholar.
suggested that one before.
Another popular theory is that a powerful hurricane killed the colonists.
Sure.
Or forced them to abandon the town.
A storm.
Yeah.
A storm. One of many. But,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I was like, that actually is a good one because as we know with Dernier, a storm surge can be higher than the island itself and they could have just gotten washed into the sea.
Yeah, there are people who, I didn't write this, but this is something I learned, but didn't go into much of it. But some people speculate that the colony is underwater at the moment.
I could see.
But no like viable proof on that.
Yeah.
But so a hurricane killed the. But when White arrived, there wasn't an indication of a hurricane, and in fact, the husks of houses were intact. They seemed that they were dismantled, not destroyed.
Okay.
And the colonists had also agreed that if something horrific happened to them, they would carve their agreed-upon symbol of danger onto a tree, which was a Maltese cross. None were found in the area.
Okay, I'm not buying the hurricane yet.
But what if they went? What if they went to Croatoan? What if Croatoan got a different side of the storm surge? Like, how far is Roanoke from Croatoan? That's what I want to know. Okay, but I'll look it up later.
Things I don't know, so sorry.
Okay.
Another theory is that the colonists were taken out by famine or disease, which makes sense, right? They weren't the best farmers. Winter was approaching. They had dwindling resources. I see you're skeptical.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you said that there was no bodies or like...
Ding, ding, ding.
There was no evidence found of
When
that.
White arrived, he found no new graves.
Yeah.
And it's also likely that not all of the colonists would be dead from famine or disease. As we know, the Spanish and English were warring. So some people speculate that a Spanish fleet took out the colony. But in 1588, Spanish captain Vicente Gonzalez sailed to Chesapeake Bay and the Outer Banks looking for the English. And when he sailed to Roanoke, he found a boat slip, but nothing else. No English people, nothing.
What's a boat slip?
It's something to like tie your boat on.
Oh, sure.
And like I said, when White was there, he found no indication of an attack. Some people believe that the lost colonists went inland to Albemarle Sound? Sure, okay. In what is now Bertie County. Before White left, he created a map with instructions for the colonists to move 50 miles inland if they chose to leave. In the 2010s, archaeologists dug up that area and uncovered tons of English artifacts from that time. but they weren't able to locate any human remains, graves,
Like, come
buildings,
on.
or anything to suggest that people set up their lives there. So
But
it's
then where were the
poss-
artifacts from?
It's possible that artifacts were left by indigenous tribes who traded with the English.
Oh, that's so hard to know.
Yes, a few more theories. Some think that they moved to Chesapeake Bay, the intended spot to set up the first colony. 20 years after their disappearance, Jamestown was erected. The new colonists met up with those in Chesapeake and were told that many of the lost colonists had fought and died in a battle before the Jamestown colonists got there. Although there's no archaeological evidence of this. Also, the journey from Roanoke to Chesapeake would have required open ocean navigation, and none of the colonists were sailors or navigators. Jamestown colonists continued to look for the members of the lost colony and constantly questioned indigenous tribes that they came across. Some told tales of white settlements further down the coast. Others told of nearby tribes with members who could read English and dressed like Europeans. One report even told of a blonde-haired, fair-skinned boy dressed as a native. Wow. An alleged piece of evidence of their whereabouts were stone carvings found on Croatoan Island, supposedly made by our girl Eleanor Dare, the daughter of John White.
She's beautiful and talented.
It has a cape.
She has a cape! She must have written them!
She has it all. Can you imagine her in her cape carving with her little
Oh my
baby?
God.
Ah,
Yeah, and she's gorgeous.
And she's so pretty.
She's
That's
so
all that were on the stones. She's like, people can't stop telling me how pretty I am. But hate to burst your little bubbles.
No.
The stones are known as Dare Stones and contain stories of the fates of the colonists and personal anecdotes, but they are largely thought to be a hoax. But some people still believe them, so I don't know. And the whole thing is just so... Why did I write that?
Oh no.
Oh, I know why I wrote that. It's silly, but sorry, I wrote the whole thing is so mysterious and itchy because I find this to be itchy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I fully
yes,
agree.
yeah.
It is itchy.
It's itchy.
Yeah.
All right, Lindsay's gonna solve Voynich. I'm gonna solve this.
It
Can
makes
you?
sense
Yeah.
that
I'd
you
love
have
to know.
hives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's okay. It's fine. We're
It
fine.
is.
So the whole thing is mysterious and itchy and has cemented Roanoke as a town shrouded in paranormal mystique. So of course, there are tons of ghost stories in the area.
I'm just gonna say,
Do it.
in regards to the itchy of it all,
Yeah.
it's like when you have cuteness aggression for an animal. That I literally just did that. I went,
Yeah.
I need to know. Anyways, so sorry.
No, totally. Okay, ghost stories ready?
Yes.
Legend has it that not long after John White left the colonists, just 9 days after his granddaughter Virginia Dare was born, the local tribe attacked the colonists. There were few survivors, Virginia and her mother Eleanor being some of them. Eventually, Virginia's parents died, and she fell into the care of Monteo, who now called her Winona. When she grew up, many people fought for her affection, but she chose the handsome Okisko. One of her suitors, Chico, who is described as a sly old witch doctor, grew bitter and jealous at her rejection of him. That was clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got there.
So Chico decided that if he couldn't have her, no one could.
Classic.
Classic. He cursed her, transforming her into a white doe.
Not what I expected.
Oh.
During the following years, a mysterious white doe was seen wandering the woods. Sometimes the doe would gaze longingly towards the sea, perhaps longing for her grandfather who left so many years ago. Okisko, heartbroken, went to a different medicine man who provided him with a magic oyster-tipped arrow. If he pierced the heart of the white doe with that arrow, she would change back into Winona. For months, the deer eluded hunters. They all wanted her dead, hired by Chico to keep Okisko away from her. And one day, Okisko spotted her, but at the same time, Chico did too.
No.
Okisko let the magic arrow fly, and it found its mark. It pierced her heart.
Oh no.
But at the exact same
No.
time, her heart was pierced by Chico's silver arrow. A thick gray mist covered the white doe as she collapsed. As Okisko held the deer, it turned back into the beautiful Winona, who died in his arms. Well into the 20th century, hunters would tell tales of a strange white deer on Roanoke Island that would elude them in the wilderness. It appeared suddenly in the darkness of midnight and would vanish in the mist of dawn.
Wow. Okay, that's sick. And gorgeous.
Isn't that cool? And sad and lovely and amazing.
Yeah, both sad and beautiful.
I love it.
Whoa.
Today, Roanoke remains an island steeped in mystery, obviously, with graveyards in people's backyards, with tombstones as cryptic as Lost at Sea. Quote from a resident, "When you're walking through the woods at night, you feel it. It's here." Nadine Daniels, another resident, has a graveyard in her backyard. And she says that she thought it would be peaceful living so close to the graveyard.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But one night, she heard her 2-year-old daughter upstairs.
No! Sorry. I'm so sorry.
In the bedroom. Quote.
No.
You're gonna hate this. Okay.
No.
Quote. She was giggling. It was like she was speaking to somebody and just carrying on, and she was the only one in the bedroom. Her daughter was speaking to someone named Margaret. And Nadine wrote it off as just child's play until one day she found an old piece of paper in the walls. Quote, "When we did open up the wall and find an envelope in it, it was addressed to a Miss Margaret."
Fuck off.
Screaming.
Well, that's cute, though.
What?
Lindsay.
You
What's
guys,
your problem?
let children be friends with spirits, okay? Maybe the spirits are just lonely. Maybe they're just like, oh my god, a kid, they can see us, thank goodness. You know, ever thought of that?
I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, not for me.
Okay, fair. It's like,
Yeah.
what if that spider you just killed spent its entire life thinking you were its roommate?
Is that the same thing?
To me, it is. It's like in both situations we're villainizing, and maybe they were just really happy someone could see them.
I don't...
Right. Yeah, but then think of the alternative side to that, right? Demons.
Yeah. Who was it that thought all children ghosts were demons?
Yeah.
Which one of us? Because I know it wasn't me. I was in the middle.
And I said
Pretty sure it was
the opposite.
that all demons are children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she's really just playing with another kid,
Exactly.
which is really sweet.
Yeah.
So there are 3 haunted locations in Roanoke that I want to quickly touch on before ending. So number 1, not really a location, but just a haunted thing. The woman in black. Not the woman in white, the woman in black.
Whoa.
She's
A
different.
1902. She's not like other.
I
not
bet
like
it's
the-
Eleanor. She's different. She's stylish,
does she have a
she's
cape?
pretty.
She
There's
must
nothing
have a
she
cape.
can't
She's
do.
pretty.
It's a black cape.
Yeah, it's a black cape and she's cool. So she's like an emo ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 1902 article in the Roanoke Times said that men around town were being terrorized by a woman in black.
Oh no.
I love.
Yeah. She was described as strikingly beautiful with dancing eyes and a black hat that hid most of her face.
Come on.
Eleanor.
Men would feel chills run down their spine anytime she spoke. A prominent merchant was leaving his store after midnight when she materialized out of nowhere. She flirted with him, whispering, quote, "You are not the first married man that I have seen to his home this night."
Oh! Eleanor!
Eleanor, my girl!
Eleanor.
Saucy. The second location, the Patrick Henry Hotel. It was a fancy schmancy hotel in the 1920s that was converted into an apartment complex in 2009. That got you?
I just was holding on to this like excited, nervous breath for so long.
I'm just like I love when hotels turn into apartment complexes.
I thought she got scared, and I was like, Sammy, what? She's like, 2009. Right after the bubble? Right after the real estate crash? How did they get the money? Huh?
The recession was still happening, wasn't it?
How high was the rent?
How scary!
Why are we all turning into Kristen Wiig?
I like excited, nervous breath about a haunted place, and it came out at the wrong time.
That's so funny. Okay. So, reports soon started flooding in of lights turning on and off by themselves, unexplained cold spots, disembodied footsteps throughout the halls. A group of ghost hunters recorded several EVPs of long-departed guests. They also claimed to see 3 men in tuxedos in the ballroom.
Ooh.
Loads of people see a man smoking a pipe on the 2nd floor. But the most haunted room, because all hotels have one.
Correct.
Do you want to take guesses of what the room number is?
How many floors were there in the hotel, do we know?
No.
Okay.
I think
least
it's
10.
712.
112. Oh, at least 10, 8, 13.
606.
Fuck. Classically 6.
Yeah.
Sure.
So according to local lore, a young airline stewardess was brutally murdered in that room. Her body found in the bathtub. And the killer was never caught. Now, today, people see her ghost descending from the ceiling to touch female guests' hair. And some even see the bathtub full of blood.
Nope.
No.
So
Maybe
I
she's
hate-
blessing them. Maybe she's touching their hair. She's blessing them. She loves you.
So
Maybe.
I do hate the descending from the ceiling.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, it's
my
not my
worst
favorite.
nightmare.
I
Yeah.
actually hate that.
Yeah.
But I also am like, is she trying to reach out to women for help?
Yeah.
Oh, or she's like, be careful.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like an- aw.
Like in part of me is like, but also don't descend from the ceiling, please.
Or just
We
say
have
you're
notes
gonna
for the
right
murdered
before
ghost.
you're like, hey, I'm coming down.
Hey, I'm coming down. I'm gonna touch your hair.
It's nice. It's nice. Just a little pat. I just want to pat your head.
You're gonna love it.
She's a man from Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my note. But also
Okay,
I
fair.
think that maybe like that does make me a little sad because maybe she's trying to be
Yeah.
like, be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the third and final place, the old Grandin Theater. It first opened in 1932 and was one of the first theaters in the city with sound.
Ooh.
I know, fun. Employees claim to hear the ghostly cries of a baby in the projector room when the building is empty.
No.
There have been reports of faces looking down from the booth, a boy walking through closed screening room doors, and the clinking of glasses and laughter from upstairs when employees are alone in the theater at night. But to wrap this up, let's go back to the lost colony. What happened to them? Will we ever know? Maybe yes. As of 2020, there's been a breakthrough in the case.
What?
I
The
think I know
first
this.
colony, probably.
Maybe. Okay.
The First Colony Foundation found compelling evidence of the whereabouts of the colonists. They believe, essentially, without going into all of it because there was a lot there,
Sure.
that a smaller group went inland to the river and a much larger group relocated to Croatoan Island to live with the Croatoans. But the reason behind the split and their fate afterwards may never be known. That's the lost colony.
But I still have questions as to like where.
No, totally.
Yeah. I'm going to figure it out.
Okay, join the First Colony Foundation because they.
Okay.
I really didn't want to get into it, but you can find it in our source notes. Like they did a lot of digs and like whatever the ground radar thingy, and
Sure.
found like a lot of really compelling evidence to suggest that they did just genuinely split into two groups, and both of them sort of met an untimely fate, or just sort of lived out the rest of their lives in a non-notable way.
Sure.
But yeah, that's
Wow.
that. Thank you.
I feel like
so
you could
happy we finally
also,
did it.
I could also totally see there being a curse on the first baby born in the new world. If I'm being honest, that feels like something that could be cursed for sure.
Hundo P.
Yeah.
Hundo.
Which is why she's a white doe. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, big tough,
Tough.
Gorgeous
Hope that
story
wasn't
though.
too history heavy.
No, so good,
Okay.
Jessie.
So silly.
That was my fear, was that this was going to be like a little too history, not too much lore.
No, this was lovely.
We got
How dare
smarties
you.
as an audience. They're all really smart. They like it. I
no knock
guarantee
to
you.
any
But also,
intelligence.
No, I'm
comes in
saying we
different
have
forms,
smart
you know?
history nerds who listen to this show.
Yeah. That's true.
But lore comes in different forms. Some are more history. Some are more just like,
Yeah.
this is a full, just like legend with no history.
True. That's true.
Lore comes
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
so good.
I want to learn what happened. I just want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know so bad. And now I want to rewatch the Supernatural episode about this.
Ooh, we should do that after this episode. I want to see
Yeah.
that.
But you're watching
It
the
just,
Vampire
like-
Diaries first.
That is
We already are
within
doing
a month.
that. We said within 3 episodes of when we did that episode.
Last
so.
week's, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like how does a group of people just disappear? Like without really like concrete.
But that's what I'm like, even if they split up, how did we find nothing?
Yeah, except like artifacts.
I feel like, to not be Debbie Downer and be like, it makes sense to me, but it does kind of make sense to me because I'm like, it's 118 people in
Yeah.
a place they've never been before with no real medical care, no real supplies. Like, if you fuck up even a little bit, it's not going to end well.
You're done so.
So I feel like I totally buy that, but I also totally buy and like to this day probably think that I feel like I've heard there was DNA evidence of a lot of intermarriage or whatever you want to call it between the Croatoans.
there's definitely some. Not like a shit ton, but
Not
definitely
enough,
there is
yeah.
some. Yeah.
But if assuming the society collapsed and the few people who were still living and healthy enough to do something about it split up, then like I would buy if 10 people
Yeah.
joined it.
totally.
But wouldn't we find remains in some capacity?
I mean, like, we don't know how they like disposed of people back then.
Yeah,
Like-
they could have put them
like,
into the water pretty.
yeah.
Or
Pretty
like
natural.
wherever they were is now underwater, like that one theory.
Yeah.
You're not being a Debbie Downer, you're being a history Helen, okay? Let's
Aw.
not
So true.
misclassify
Thanks.
us. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I will say,
Interesting.
those islands are super marshy. They're super stormy.
Yeah.
And just like Ile Dernier, like the likelihood that things sunk into the sand or, barrier islands shift, the likelihood that they shifted is really high in 400 years.
And they're underwater or something.
I would love to explore like a bog.
Oh,
Bog bodies are like one of my biggest fascinations.
yeah.
Bog bodies
They're
are crazy.
really
Bog
interesting.
lore is terrifying
bodies
to me.
Bog
Bog
lore
lore
is wild.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Add it to the list,
Bog
ladies.
lore.
Bog lore.
Oh, it's already on the list.
Bog lore. Says
Do it in a Chicago
ghost,
accent.
the woman in
Bog
black.
lore.
The woman in black. Bog lore.
Bog lore.
Hi, gentlemen. It's bog lore time. It's like a weird Christopher Walken sort of.
Female Christopher Walken.
It's beautiful.
And if you do
Well-
get the chance, go see every summer. I hope this is still going on. They, in the Outer Banks, put on the story of the Lost Colony in a beautiful outdoor summer stock theater. It's gorgeous. It's warm. And there's a really pretty actress still playing Eleanor, I'm sure.
And if you have any theories about the Lost Colony of Roanoke or have seen any ghosts or know any more ghost stories from that area, please, please, please reach out to us. We have Ladies Who Lore It pod@gmail.com, or you can DM us on any social site.
Yeah.
So
we love your theories. Love.
Please let us
And
know
if you're
what
a
you think.
We have to
psychic
solve this.
or read energy, I want to know what you think. Because that was my other question for you, Jessie, is like, do people feel like they have felt stuff?
I think so. I think that's what. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And if you're a psychic, just reach out anyway.
yeah.
We want to be friends with you.
Our door's always open.
Okay. Ladies, ladies, ladies. Shall we sing a little tune?
I would love nothing
Sing a
more.
little tune.
I would like for us to sing as the lovely, gorgeous, accented woman in black.
100%.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Get into character. Okay, eyes are dancing. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ladies who lore.
Gorgeous.
Perfection.
You're not the first man I'm taking home tonight.
Oh no.
I love her.